As the XRP price chart shows that XRP will reach over $297.89 in less than 12 days, Brett Gunning has recently stated that the XRP market cap will take the place of the Bitcoin market cap. This is huge, guys, and it is currently taking place in front of our very eyes. Listen carefully and have a look. Regulatory uncertainty does not exist. Therefore, we have discovered that people realizing to wait a minute is one of the reasons XRP has done well. Returning to your original query, will XRP become the next Bitcoin? Returning to your original query, will XRP become the next Bitcoin? There are several opportunities to add value to XRP if we engage with the system to solve this issue and are able to do so at scale, a problem worth trillions of dollars. Yes, the SEC has been influencing the price of XRP. To be honest, many forget that XRP was the second most valued digital asset, surpassing ETH prior to the SEC's intervention in the cryptocurrency markets. The SEC then intervened and declared, hey, we think ETH is probably okay. ETH also increased. After that, they sued Ripple and XRP collapsed. Our government should not operate in this manner. A level playing field is what we are meant to have, and are afforded equal opportunities. In this sense, our government shouldn't choose winners and losers. We believe that we will eventually win and that everything will work itself out, but for the time being, it's annoying for the community and, as you say, the XRP family. Do you understand? Yes, and this is just the start. Imagine how much XRP will grow, especially since Eric Trump says he understands XRP particularly and praises Brett Guggenhaus, the CEO of Ripple. Just pay attention to how he brings up XRP. It appears that Eric Trump has a significant amount of XRP. What are your thoughts about Doge? What are your thoughts on XRP Ripple? What are your thoughts on Ethereum Warrior in comparison to the other three? I am well familiar with each of them. Brad has done a fantastic job at XRP, and I know him well. Understand Ethereum thoroughly. One of the men who said that early this year was me. Okay, folks, the money is coming in now, and millions will be made in the near future. When discussing XRP and the XRP ledger, we must keep in mind that it contains more than simply XRP and XRP payments. Given that the market is currently retracing, and that there will probably be a significant breakout in the next days, it is important to realize that the people who are making the most money are afraid. People literally make millions of dollars during moments like these, which is precisely what you're looking at. Examine the XRP charts, such as this one, which show that the cryptocurrency is poised to rise from a cent, or from where it is now, which is close to $2, to possibly around $300. Or another project that is literally on the verge of taking over the $650 trillion market, going from 3 cents to almost $65,000 on the XRP ladder. Indeed, it is taking place in front of us. Look at this, please. A significant historical milestone for the RealFi ecosystem will begin on December 5th. And we're talking about a huge spike in the Real token in particular. For example, the Real token will formally be instantaneously accessible to over 40 million users and over $5 billion in daily transaction volume. What does that signify? This implies that a huge sum of money may now directly flow into the actual token and cause its value to soar. Naturally, there is a very, very limited amount of the actual token. When you consider the magnitude that they will be accessing, the maximum supply of 1 billion is actually insignificant. With a $650 trillion market, for example, you can suppose that while their maximum supply is $1 billion, their current Q2 supply is $122 million, which is insignificant, but that would practically force them to acquire 1% of the $3 million market's master scale. If 1% of it goes to a realtor, you're talking about the realtor moving from 3 cents to almost $65,000. It gets even more bizarre when the realtor is listed on a large centralized exchange on December 5th, less than 2 weeks from now. Guys, can you imagine the scale we are discussing here? Consider the scale. The system's centralized exchanges all have market caps in the hundreds of billions when it comes to the amount of money that will be made possible. The cost would skyrocket into the thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars if you did that. Again, though, you don't recognize it until it's too late. Like others who purchased Bitcoin for $1, it was complicated, and the final price reached $120,000. They made millions of dollars. Consider that. And this is where the identical thing that we are discussing might occur. Once more, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will never occur again. This is your opportunity to participate early in a project that is solving a real multi-million-dollar problem, facilitating real transactions, and recently supported by a company that unlocked more than 10,000 properties so you can purchase real estate directly on the accepted ledger using the real token. And just take a look at this. The potential is enormous. If you look closely, you can see that they are quite strong, with very low resistance and strong support levels. The potential is simply incredible. Have a look at these guys who are absolutely poised to soar. So once more, you need to be researching and looking into this because there is a lot of promise here, especially on the XRP ledger, but these are once-in-a-lifetime possibilities that are really rare to come by. Furthermore, it is supported by a sizable organization that is allegedly also collaborating with Ripple. Again, these folks literally enjoy using the acceptor directly to purchase houses worth millions of dollars. And they use the actual token directly to accomplish this. Imagine being able to use the actual token to purchase real land. Therefore, it is evident that you can conduct research, and that is the main focus. You should be investigating. You must be conducting your own study and coming to your own well-informed conclusion. I will thus include all of the links to payoffy.com in the explanation below. To find out more about the blockchain itself, you can also go to realchain.com. However, it is evident that I have a nice juicy bag, so it is very, very bullish, and you should absolutely do your own study. Once more, if we look at this, we can see that the momentum is about to start to pick up. That may be resolved in a number of ways, but it could also be resolved by excessive regulation. But we do know it's coming, don't we? I believe that the global situation is such that we will require a solution like an XRP for liquidity purposes sooner rather than later. So when I say imminent, I would be shocked if we are actually still involved in the SEC litigation in a quarter. The question then becomes, okay, we've magically solved it. What happens to the price? Projecting that it is a double-digit number is simple. As a result, I believe it instantly rises to $10 or even $20. The wild card, in my opinion, is that a deal between governments and central banks is actually needed to make XRP function as the global bridge currency, a neutral asset that can be exchanged between central banks to convert one form of fiat to another. It's back to what we were talking about previously if that's what happens. It must sort of pay for everything. In my opinion, XRP would agree to a range that you suggest. This would therefore occur instantly, with each coin costing between $10,000 and $35,000. And yes, our lives may be the same, or they may be different. I'm not sure. Most likely somewhat different. Okay, having said that, I'm going to post the video here, everyone. Once more, I'll include all of the links in the description below, but it's crucial to realize that even if the market is currently down, this is only a brief retracement. I mean, the largest bull run is likely to start soon. Additionally, this usually occurs prior to a significant bull run. You get a retracement that, frightens people and causes a great deal of anxiety. You have a huge sell-off then. But then you get up a huge rebound all of a sudden. And it goes without saying that's when the majority of people earn money. Those who hold end up making money while those who sell lose money. Additionally, individuals that purchase the dip make even more money. And it's obvious to you all from what's going on right now. Take the price of Bitcoin, for example. In the last few seconds, it has suddenly increased by 175. Additionally, it will keep rising. Take another look at it now. It has increased by 84,140. Therefore, this comeback is going to occur, and it will happen much more swiftly than I believe many people anticipated. We're going to see a huge recovery and the price will keep rising, so prepare yourself and make sure you're in the best possible position. You want to start projects now, and when there's a dip, you want to start projects early.